Good morning, everyone. I'm playing a game in the. Good morning, everyone. I'm playing a game in the 1975 co-op, the ABA co-op, and using PC Replay Based Basketball as my board game companion. And it's so good, I thought I would just show it off for a little bit. And the way I play these is I just like to simulate the card and dice experience as much as possible. So I will I roll the dice and enter it in. I roll the dice and look up what I'm looking for and then enter it in. So just to demonstrate, because I just think this game is so good. This product is so good. So I wrote a 1-6. So we're gonna see first of all that it's the coach's choice. So this is the fast action card that was pulled. Just jumping into the middle, we're late in the third. I don't know how much of this I'm going to play, but Denver has a 12-point lead. They were up by it's close to probably 20 at one point, and Virginia got it down to maybe 10. Um, so they're mounting a little bit of a comeback. But here we are with 6 minutes to go in the third, and it's Denver's ball, and I pulled the fast action card was the coach's choice 3, and that means that Clyde Terry, this is his go-to rating. So you can see the other guys' go-to ratings in the top right. He's the only one with a 3, so the ball goes to him. And I wrote a 1-6, so we're going to see it's a 2-point basket. And then it tells you use this card, this fast action card for the assist. So as long as his assist rating is a 6, um, or less, then it would be a 6 or better. So it has to be at least a 6. And you can see that the shooting guard's um, assist, which is David Thompson, you can see that his assist rating is a 6. So he gets the assist, which is what this card is telling you right here. So now we just pull another action card, and that's a go to of 1. So it's either going to be Calvin or Green. And I'm going to click on Calvin. And you can roll the dice just by clicking here or pressing enter on your keyboard, but I like to roll my own dice. And I rolled a 5-3, and we can see that that's going to be a pass plus. So what that means is there'll be another roll, a blue die will be rolled, and then that will tell you which player it's passed to. And then they'll use their 2 point plus 10 because he's made a sweet pass. That's what that plus means. It's like really good passers get that rating. So 5-3, and it rolled the 6 for me. Uh, one of the few rolls it makes for you, but at least it shows you. And I wrote a 6, so you can see on the 6 column that goes to the point guard, and his normal 2 point rating is a 34, but since this was a pass plus, that's going to be a 44. So, and what that raised 1 is if I roll exactly a 44, then I have to roll a 1 on the roll blue die, and to get it. If it's a 44-2, then it wouldn't be good. And I rolled a 15, so that subscript doesn't matter. So the assist goes to Calvin because it came from his pass plus. So there's the assist for Calvin there. So now we just pull the next action card, and it's moved over to Coach's Choice 2, Beck, and rolled a 13. We can say that's going to be a 2 point attempt with a chance for the defender to block it. So what the question mark means, you look at his defender. So his defender, you look at his same column, you look at the 1, and his defense in column 1 is a 3. So it's got to be he makes the stop on 1 to 3. Actually, the lower is better. So he makes the stop if it's higher than 3. And I wrote a 5, so he makes the stop. So it's a missed basket. And then this rebound card is pulled, and you can see it was the defensive center. It was a rebound battle between the centers. And you can see that the offensive center was a 12, and the offensive center was a 12. The defensive center was a 15. So it goes to the defensive center. And we pull the next action card, point guard, Fatty Taylor. We rolled a 5-3. So it looks like that's going to be another plus, pass plus, and it was a 5. Um, so 5-3 is a pass plus. We rolled a 5, so it goes to the shooting guard, which is Mark Calvin here. Again, his normal 2-point is a 34-3, but since it was a pass plus, it's a 44-3. And he needed that because I got a 44. So now that's where this subscript comes in. So this 44, I have to get a 1 through 3 to make it, and I got a 6. So, and it might make that roll behind the scenes for me. I hope not, but there's just a very few that it does. Nope, it lets me put it in. So you can see that's a miss. So now we get the rebound, and it's another rebound battle between the centers, but this time the defensive center gets +4. Um, no, the offensive center gets +4. So Green normal 12, but he gets that +4, and it just because he only gets a +4 because that's the card that happened to be pulled. If you played this game with the real cards and dice, that'll make sense to you, because the real cards and dice would just say offensive center +4 versus defensive center. So Green's offensive rebound rating is a 12. Issel's defensive rebound rating is a 16, but the +4 makes it 16-16, but tie goes to the defense. So now we pull the next action card, coach's choice. We got Thompson and Issel, and I've kind of been rotating. If anybody's watching this and they know what these numbers mean right here, so see how above the shooting guard position, Thompson has a 2 and Issel has a 3, and this guy has a 1, this guy has a 2. I don't know what that means. I thought it was how many times we did made a choice when this came up. Maybe that's what that is. I don't know. It doesn't always make sense, but I'm trying to figure out what that number is. But regardless, I've kind of been rotating between these guys. Issel's my favorite player in the ABA during this time because I'm from Kentucky, and he's from Kentucky and played for the University of Kentucky and played for the Kentucky Colonels and one of the heroes of the state of Kentucky. But I've been rotating between him and Thompson. I'm gonna give it to Issel this time. So row 33, which is going to be a chance for a block shot because of the B question mark means. And again, the 3 is a 2. Lower is better for ratings. So I have to roll above a 2 for Green to get the block. And he rolls a 3. So he'll get the block. A fast action card will be pulled, and it'll tell you what the result of the block was. So there's the block, and it's a defensive rebound. And it's just an automatic coast to coast layup. It looks like so it's kind of a rare one to get those automatic, but that even happens in the actual card and dice game. So it was a block, which resulted in a coast to coast layup and an assist for Green. All right, I'm gonna try to stop talking through this. If you're joining late and you want to see kind of the way the game works, I try to explain that a little bit in the first few minutes of the video. All right, 1-2. So we're going to get a possible 2-point shot, but Taylor's going to get a chance to stop it if he can beat the 3, and he can't. He only rolls a 1. So that's 2 points for Chuck Williams, making it 70-58. We're going to go to Green, and Green rolls 63, which is going to be either a miss or a foul. And we'll check his defender, Dan Issel. His defense rating there on that column is a 3. It's a 4, so it's just going to be a miss, no foul. And it looks like the rebound goes to the defensive power forward, which is Byron Beck, and and I could choose to do a fast break. I guess just to show how you do a fast break, you can see the fast break ratings of the players. This is the teams. This is Denver. So Denver's fast break rating is green, and Virginia's fast break rating is yellow. So, but I normally will look because that's kind of that tells you which column to use on the fast break chart here. But what really comes into play is the rating. So you can see that here's their fast break rating. Left is offense, right is defense. So Chuck Williams, offensive fast break and lower is better. So Williams is a 2, David Thompson is a 1, Claude Terry is a 3, Byron Beck is a 4, and Dan Issel is a 4. So not great, but I'm just going to kind of show how to use that. So I'm actually going to do the fast break, and I rolled a 4-1-5, and there's a fast break chart. But essentially, a 4, you're going to use the red dice to look at the number, and lower is better. So on green, a 4 means there's a drive to the hoop and contact. Um, the white die is going to tell you the player involved. So 1 is point guard. Or Yeah, and then the blue die names the defender, and 5 is going to be the center. So we use the point guard's offensive rating, which is a 2. The center's defensive fast break rating, which is a 3. Whoever is lower is the one who got fouled. So we're going to see that Mike Green fouls Chuck Williams. If I did this right, and I think I did, 4-1-5. Okay, so green. Oh, I looked at the wrong column. So let me walk through that again because I looked at the wrong column. So green 4 is a possible fast break shot on off the fast break. So player gets a fast break shot if the blue die is higher than his or the point guard's rating. So um, the 1 is the point guard. The blue die is a 5. So it's higher than his offensive rating. If it wasn't higher than his offensive fast break rating, then you would check the point guard, um, which he is the point guard. So you wouldn't have a chance to check the point guard there. But since it's higher, then we get the fast break shot. Here's his fast break rating, 45. So I can choose to take a fast break shot or a 3-point shot. Since they have the lead, I'm going to take the fast break shot. And there's that 45, which correlates to this number right here on the card. And I rolled a 61, so he misses it. Rebound battle between the point guard and the shooting guard. So it's going to go to the defensive shooting guard because his 4 beats the offense's 2. And the fast action card, they pull it to the point guard. And it's a 62. So it's a possible 2-shot foul if the blue die is greater than 3. Because now we got to check the defense. It shows you the roll that you have to beat here. And I rolled a 5. So it's not a foul, it's just a missed shot. So now there's another rebound battle. And it goes to the defensive center, Dan Issel. So I'm going to stop it for there. Just wanted to show a few minutes of this, and it's a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed that, and we will talk to you later. Thanks. Bye.